Hello, darling. Southern Hangers, let's all start this episode by going to Lukenbach, Texas with Wille and Waylon and the boys. We can pop down the street and do the San Antonio stroll, jump in the ride with Hank Sr., where you don't have to call him Mister. The whole world calls him Hank. Then hit it eastbound and down from Texas and cruise to Tennessee and Nashville, where we'll see what kind of tunes they make when they're driving in the Smoky Mountain rain. Southern Hangers, this week we're talking country music, from Willie Waylon and Johnny of the 70s, Randy Travis, George Strait, Keith Whitley of the 80s, Alabama Tim McGraw, Trace Atkins of the 90s, all the way to now with some young bucks like Sturgill, Tyler Childers, Parker McCollum, and the resurgence of country, and kind of getting away from some of this bro country that's been around the last 10 to 15 years. We're going to give a few of our favorite older tunes and artists and what we're digging coming out now. We'd like to talk a little country, so hope everybody's cool with that, and we're gonna fire down and have a little fun with some country music. So,
I think we might have a few things to say.
Yeah,
I like it. I got my 10-gallon hat. I'm ready to go.
Well, we may bring up some Tennessee whiskey, but and that's a great cover by Chris Stapleton. But while we're at it, just to let y'all know, I got a little Chris Stapleton's Traveler in my hand. So there's a little bourbon going on, but no Tennessee whiskey. This is Kentucky bourbon. So
and I know we post these. I know we post these on Monday mornings. So folks, just know we didn't just record this morning. This was recorded at night. Just a couple days ago. So just checking in for all our employers and everybody listening in.
Good call. Yeah. Well, who wants to fire down? Let's throw out some old tune that somebody likes and get us rolling on this mix. Red, you wanna fire down on what you got, buddy?
Yeah, happy to. So you said pick a country song. And I started thinking, country is Southern, and how do I get the song of the South, right? Like, how do I get the mic drop moment?
Mm-hmm.
And I started thinking, the South's got rivers, right? They got mountains, like almost mountain music, if you will. And I started thinking, I think I've got the best song ever. And this may be the shortest podcast we've had. This might be a mic drop moment, and we kick everybody out the door. But when I started putting it all together, and I'm a big fan of carpool karaoke. I don't know if I've told you guys that before, but I saw a Facebook memory, and I'd even posted something. It was like 13 years ago. Your memories pop up every day, and I had just started the opening lyric of this song, and everybody was chiming in along with it. It may be second to Seven Bridges Road as far as a good sing along, but the song that I chose is by a band. They were 33 number one hits on the Billboard Hot Country Songs. They've got 41 overall number ones.
Hot damn.
The band I chose is Alabama. And the song...
Alabama.
That's right. And the song is Dixieland Delight.
Ain't it?
Rolling down the backwoods. Little Tennessee byway.
One arm on the wheel,
holding my lover.
Yeah,
with the other, man. Yeah, that's my jam. I mean, I could keep going. I could start singing.
Sweet, soft Southern feel.
I feel like Alabama was the band that, like, my mom and dad played all the time on the radio
because they were awesome.
A kid, and I hated it. And then you learn to appreciate it when you're an adult. And you're like, you know what? That's some good stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, back then you only had like two TV stations. They were everywhere, right? They were like on Hee Haw and like the Mandrell Sisters, and I don't even know what the other show was, but like that's the only option you had.
When they do the breakdown, like, oh, it's coming, and they're like, dun 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 dun, and you're like, oh, here comes the field, dun dun dun, dun, here it comes, dun, 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 dun. You're like, it hits. That song hits, buddy. Hell yeah!
Don't I know it? That's when you turn it up to 11.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's some great shit.
You start
Oh,
talking TV. I thought you were going to go, and this is in Alabama. I thought you were going to go Dukes of Hazzard. You start talking about TV shows with country music. Little Waylon Jennings.
Waylon.
I was playing that song the other day on the golf
Waylon
course. Somebody overheard it. They're like, "Is that the fucking Dukes of Hazzard?" I was like, "Yeah."
I told you I didn't really like. I was not as a kid. I openly did not like country music. Obviously, I talk about it a lot now. I've come to it, but back then, the only country song I knew was that Dukes of Hazzard theme, or at least the only album I knew. And there was another song on that. I think it was a cover by Waylon Jennings, but it was Clyde Plays Electric Bass. And I knew that song over and over. And I was coming back from the lake with my dad, and we found some wild turtle that was hurt. We saved him, threw him in a box, and I called him Clyde because Clyde plays electric bass.
That's good stuff.
That's all I got.
So how's that the only song you knew as a kid, right? Like Smokey and the Bandit. Well, Eastbound and Down.
Yeah,
like, is that considered country? I feel like it is.
Oh, yeah, it is. Eastbound and Down is.
Did you not know that as a kid, or not like it?
I guess I knew it as a song maybe they played on a movie or something, but
all right.
I don't know. I didn't. Yeah,
He was
I was listening to other things.
He was listening to Alabama. He wasn't hearing Alabama.
Yeah, that's true. And now it's heard.
And I'm with you, Neil. I was listening, but I wasn't really. It wasn't my country music was not my thing. I mean, growing up, just you had it. It was in the house. People were playing it. I had family playing it.
To show that I'm a convert, though, for my YouTube listeners, how about my vinyl? I got vinyl sitting right here.
Yeah. Some Alabama will straight up just hit you in the fields. You don't even know it. Like, you got it playing, and the next thing you know, you're rocking it out.
I think it's literally hitching the fields in Alabama.
It might be.
It may be.
For the listeners, that's a reference to like episode 3. If you haven't listened,
before we figured anything out.
Yeah, and I love that you think we figured shit out. Hey, what I like is that you brought up Hee Haw, man. Hee Haw, back in the day, I'd sit in the living room with my grandfather, and it was I loved watching that show. And when the best is when he got to laughing and coughing at the same time. I knew that was the funniest. That was the funniest, damn joke of all time. I knew that was like the greatest joke of all time. And me and Grandpa will be watching Hee Haw. I miss that show. I wish they would do a modern day episode with some some cool folks from today and do Hee Haw again.
You think Sturgill and Tyler sitting on a tree stump?
Tell me how cool that'd be. Yeah, Minnie Pearl, and Dolly, and
Hee Haw was our Saturday night growing up. Parents would go out on a date night or bunco or pinochle or whatever they were doing, and we'd have SpaghettiOs and butter bread and watch Hee Haw.
Hell yeah.
You had to catch it live because you didn't even have there was no DVR or even VCR.
No, that's right.
You got to catch that stuff live.
Searched the world over and thought I found true love. You met another and you were gone. Great, man. I love it. All right, man. Move on to our next act, and on the let's go to Sherman, my man Shay Brown. That's my new call sign for Sherman. Read Boone's Lick by Larry McMurtry, and you'll understand what the hell I'm talking about. But
I get nicknames all the time.
Well,
Shay
I'm loving
has not been one, but I'm liking it. I'll take it.
I'm reading Boone's Lick by Larry McMurtry right now, and the fella in the book is Sherman, but that's only when he's in trouble. But they all call him Shay. And I thought, well, I never heard nobody ever call up Sherman Shay. So,
well, whenever I was in trouble, it was Sherman Anthony.
Oh yeah,
that's when
that's mom. That's mama.
Yeah.
Come and get it.
That was a whole bunch of them too. I bet Nick was the same. I bet
noted,
Nick was the same.
by the way.
You were always getting.
Hey, you may have heard this before. My parents told me they've always known 100% of what their boys were into because I would tell them 90 and Nick would tell them 10. So that's how that went down, dude. That kid told them nothing.
Shout out Nick
He's
Brown. I love that boy. Yeah.
He's a trap. He does nothing. So mine, I thought I had a mic drop. I thought you're bringing in Alabama Red, and that's strong, dude.
Well, I
That
mean,
is strong.
you can keep going, but this is just for funsies.
Hey, this is the the Marvel after show, the end credits. I'll roll with it, buddy. We're good.
What you got?
I'm gonna go. My song is the name of the artist. If I said that, you'll know. Well, you may not know the song because he's got a bunch of hits. But the song was written in 1953. It was recorded in 1955 for the first time. But that's not the version you know. The version you know was before any of us were born, but it was recorded in 1968. And the song was recorded at Folsom Prison.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, we know.
It is Johnny Cash, the Man in Black himself,
Mm-hmm.
Folsom Prison Blues.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm bringing. That song is, I mean,
That's strong.
just,
Dang.
hey.
Dang.
That's
Back to back.
strong.
If you can do back to back mic drops, I think that might be a thing.
I picked it up and dropped it again. I'll pick it up, throw it.
Yeah.
Johnny Cash is like an institution, and I think he bends genres. It doesn't matter who you're talking to. If they know Johnny Cash, they think he's a badass.
Yeah.
Wasn't he?
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
I think even
Just
if you did
badass music,
Cash.
great person. Just
Probably better off not knowing him because he is a badass.
Yeah,
Dude's a badass.
Yeah.
But yeah, we talk about, we've talked even with our conversation episodes back with Rich Henderson. He was talking about, going through some stuff. Obviously, Johnny went through some stuff and put other people through some stuff and then sang about it, was just really open about the whole thing. So that's just something that's always, for an artist kind of stuck with me. The dude is just a, like you said, just an institution, a legend.
And he's written some amazing songs, and then of course he's also known for some amazing covers that he's done. The one everybody thinks about is "Hurt." The cover that I love is "Long Black Veil," where like that song is a jam, and his version of it is really good.
yeah.
I like Johnny Cash so much. Like in my hallway, like his pictures, right? Me, the fam, Gunner. I've got his mugshot in a frame in my hallway.
I got the same one in my garage.
Yeah.
I got the same mugshot in my garage. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. I love in the movie when they're like he pulls out the black shirt and puts it on. She's like, you look like you're going to a funeral. He like when he's going for his first, try at performing in a studio. He's like, well, I just might be, Yeah.
Yeah, I've said this before that I don't know. I said it starting out here. This is not my genre, and the more I say it, I actually have. I thought about this as we were leading up to this episode. I have 3 T-shirts that are country music, and it it kind of hit me. The one we'll talk about one with somebody a little bit later, but Johnny Cash, and then I have a Arlo McKinley shirt. I got stopped, and the lady knew him. We were in the Covington, Cincinnati airport. This lady knows him.
Wow.
And stops me and is like, hey, I'm sending this to Arlo. And I'm like, hey, tell him to come on the podcast. We try to reach out to him.
From what I hear, I think Cash and Arlo are kindred spirits.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
We're cutting this clip right now and tagging Arlo. Come on, Arlo. We want you
man.
We want you on the show, buddy.
Please.
Yeah,
Please.
come on, Southern Hang.
Country may not be Sherman Brown genre, but I bet it's Shea Brown's genre.
That's it.
Shay Brown loves some country.
Loves him some country.
Hell yeah.
The truth.
That's it. That's
it.
it.
Wilding, take us in, buddy. What do we got on your plate?
Well, so Red went to the 80s. Sherman went further back. But my country music, you know, I mentioned as a kid, I didn't really care for country that much. In fact, I kind of openly mocked it. But you know what helps enjoy your enjoyment of country music is moving to the state of Texas.
Right.
So I moved to Texas in 1999, and it was an eye-opening experience. Some friends of mine from college were already living there, Brian Brenneman, Matt McGrath, Mike Clark. Those were some good dudes,
Good
and
dudes.
they had already been in Texas for a little bit, and they're like, "Oh man, you're gonna love this." And so the first place they took me was this concert. It was out on like a patio or deck outside this like barbecue restaurant, and it was an acoustic set, and it was a band I've talked about on the podcast before, a band called Reckless Kelly. And so that was the first band that they took me to see, and I was like very skeptical because, like I said, I don't like country, and this is country. He goes, "No, man, it's different. This is Americana." They sold it to me, and so I listened. And you know what? Reckless had just come out with like an acoustic album, like a live album they cut at Stubbs Barbecue, and it had like a Wilco cover that they did, and Bob Dylan, AC/DC, and so I'm like, well, these covers are doing it for me. And then they got into their originals, and I was like in hook, line, and sinker. And that was like 1999, 2000 time frame. You know what else came out around then? Napster. And so I was able to go home after the show and download all, sorry, Reckless Kelly, I stole your music, but I've since given you plenty of money revenue. But anyway, I was all in. And so the good thing about Brian Brenneman was like, hey, guess what? We're going back tomorrow night, and I'm going to take you to another show. And so then, and he was giving me the scene. And so then he took me out to Helotes, Texas, which is a suburb of San Antonio. And he took me to a place, a legendary place called John T. Floor's Country Store. And he introduced me to a guy by the name of Pat Green.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pat Green.
That's an institution.
Oh, man. Like a lot of people outside of Texas don't know Pat Green. But in Texas, he'd sell out the Astrodome. Like, I mean, 50,000 people come see it. And it was, and the thing that I immediately noticed about Pat Green is that not only was he from Texas, and I think he went to Texas Tech, he loved Texas, and he loved singing about Texas, and like it was, and it was great show. Again, same deal. That night, I'm on Napster hitting up all the Pat Green songs, and so, the next night he goes, we got one more. And so he said, this is the one. And I'm like, well, man, I mean, Reckless was awesome. Pat Green was awesome. And he took me to a Robert Earl Keen show.
Oh, yeah.
And it was at Green Hall.
No.
And if you don't know, I tend to,
well, there is no bigger place to see a show or to be able to talk about a show than Green Hall. Like Green Hall is the greatest. It's the oldest dance hall in Texas. I almost wore my Green Hall hat tonight.
I got my hat on, and on the back of it, it even has the slogan, oldest dance hall in Texas. But I've been told by some of my fellow podcasters that I tend to tell stories that kind of go on and on a little bit.
We didn't notice.
No.
I don't know.
Erroneous.
First time ever.
So you all will appreciate then. Robert Earl Keen, I remember the opening track, and he starts his concert, and he says, have you got a minute, a little time you could spare? Open up and let me in and share some memories. And he opened and closed the concert with that line. And it was one of the best concerts I've ever seen. I went on to see Robert Earl Keen 25, 30 times while I lived in Texas. And one thing about him, his band was tight, always tight. And he put out a live album in 1996 called Number 2 Live Dinner, which is still to this day one of the best live albums ever cut. And it's a great album. And so the song that I'm going to add, and I promise, guys, there's an end to this story.
The road goes on.
We're halfway there.
And the
It's
story
not
never
even
ends.
the road. Yeah, Sheila was a waitress. No. So the song that I'm going to add is actually the story of a Mexican worker. And in light of today's political environment, you know, I don't want to go too deep in this, but, you know, there's a lot going on down on the border. And I think a lot of us could use listening to this song. It is because it doesn't matter what side of the political fence you're on, doesn't matter how people got there. They're all human beings with families and with stories. And the song is called Mariano. And it is a story of evidently Robert O'Keefe. He went to Nashville like a lot of these guys and hated it and had to get back to Texas as soon as he could. And the first song he wrote when he got back to Texas was Mariano. And it was about this guy that he knew and worked for him. And it is an incredible song. What I like about Robert O'Keefe's songwriting is that there's always a little twist. And it doesn't the songs don't quite go where you think they're going. And the little twist in this one's pretty painful, but it is a heck of a story, and he does Mariano justice for sure. And so that's the one I want to check out. I'm gonna throw that on the podcast or on the playlist, and I'm also gonna throw in there the story that he tells on the live album that leads into it. It's really good.
Sweet.
There you go.
Nice.
No, I'm pumped.
Nice. And Neil, you introduced me. You had, because you told a novel there. I got like 3 or 4 things to talk about.
Same.
But
that was
fact
short.
that Robert Earl Keen.
That was a short, little tiny story, Shay.
Neil's
we did not go very deep. Yeah.
We're at chapter 1 of this book that's coming. But no, you talked about Robert Earl Keen and being Americana. You started back in the Napster days. You and I would send CDs back and forth. You were in Texas and then in Virginia. I was one time in Louisville, but then in Cincinnati area, Northern Kentucky, and then moved out to LA. And it was every 3 weeks. It felt like it was kind of before the Netflix, when you would get Netflix in the mail. This was CDs coming in the mail, so following Columbia House and everything else. But that's where I heard of Robert Earl Keen, and you sent it, and you're like, I'm not listening to country. It's Americana. And I'm like,
Americana.
No, it's country. I'm like, no, it's country, man. You're sending me country music. And we both said we do not like country music. And then I'm sending you back like, hip hop and alternative.
Yeah,
and it's coming and emo. I'm sending all kinds of, new stuff that some of it I'm not even really into, but it's like on. And I'm like, I'm just going to try to throw something back his way. And every time it came back, it was like half of it was, something from Texas.
Yeah.
Trying to educate me, and I wasn't hearing it.
Yeah, you weren't alone. A lot of my buddies, I'd call, hey man, you got to check out this. And he's like, dude, that's country. I'm like, that's not country. It's Americana.
It's country. It's country. It's Americana. Whatever we got to do to teach you folks that don't know how to start listening to it, we'll title it whatever you want. Country, Americana, learn.
What was that song by David Allan Coe? If it ain't country, or if that ain't country.
That ain't country. You can kiss my ass. Hell yeah.
So quick question. To Sherman's point, I feel like I got a lot of questions, but I know we got more to do. Shay,
who we talking
Shay.
About? Yeah, thank you.
To Shay's point.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So you said, and Craig chimed in, Green Hall is like the place.
Mm-hmm.
So how does
oldest
that?
Dance hall in Texas.
But you said the place to be to watch a show in Texas. So how does that compare to Gillies?
Very different.
Very different. Green Hall is a tongue and groove floor.
Picnic tables, Lone Star, long necks.
Yeah, like real rustic, super rustic, and then like not that Gillies is that much more modern, but the original Gillies was the mecca commercial, humongous, 3-acre place. This place is tiny. This place.
How many people is this holding? For Red and I not having gone there, how many people is it?
350?
I've been there.
I'm gonna say
no more than
500.
Yeah, no more than 500.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's
it's either standing up or sitting on a picnic table off to the side.
You can get 700 if you're out in the park. There's a gravel area out to the left, or more picnic tables out to the side, and then you can be out in the downtown green, which is when we say green, that's Gruene for the people that don't know what we're talking about. It ain't green like the color.
For those that are taking notes, what are we doing?
Gruene. It looks like Gruene, but that is
for the people that didn't Didn't listen to the episode before when we talked about it.
And they're going through it right. They're going through it right now,
Yeah,
by
they
the
are.
way, because
Yeah,
all that flooding. And actually, a lot of these artists, Robert O'Keen's actually hosting a big event.
Yeah, him and
I think
Tyler Childers,
will
Brandon
be there.
Lambert, yeah,
Cross Canadian Ragweed,
Ryan Bingham. Dude, that lineup is sick. Yeah, and that the Marfa tapes. If you haven't listened to the Marfa tapes of Miranda Lambert and Jack Ingram, that album is flipping incredible. That the Marfa tapes album is so good. But Neil, maybe you can help me. So we'll go into. Go ahead. Sorry.
How far is Marfa from Green Hall, or is it in?
It's in Texas. It's out in the boondocks.
I know it's in Texas because I know of Marfa, but I didn't know of the.
It is out.
It's out. Yeah, I got you.
It's Marfa and far away.
Is that how far is Marfa? Is that near Bofa?
I'm not biting.
All right.
Well, Wilding, maybe you can give me because you've led me with a little intro, and I'm hoping you know the answer to this. But when artists enter Green Hall, there is a back right area that they go to get on that stage. Do you know what it is called?
I think they have to, and I don't know what it's called. I think they have to go like under the bar or something, don't they?
It's Willie's window.
Oh, that's what it is.
The back right is Willie's window, and you literally go up a Paris. You go up some stairs because back when they built Green, it wasn't. They didn't expect it to be the 100 and however many year old bar that it is now that hosts everybody. Like everybody that's ever played country music is playing Green Hall. But anyways, when you enter that to be an artist, now you go through Willie's window. You go up a set of stairs, and it's literally a window. You open this window, and then you can bypass the folks that are waiting to see the show. So that gives me the intro to my artist, which is Willie Nelson. So he is the guy. That's a poet, the lyricist, the everything, to all that is. He didn't start it, but the man that dude is that is country music. So my song is Whiskey River. And thought that was a little in tune with a little bourbon that I'm sipping on tonight, and while we're having our show. So, Whiskey River, I'm drowning in a whiskey river, bathing in the memoried mind and the wetness of my soul, feeling the amber current flowing from my mind, and leaving a heart you left so cold. Cheers to you, Willie. Hope you stay around I think he's like 92 or 93 right now. So I hope that dude stays around for another. Wow, a long time.
Yeah, me too. And, it's funny. So we joked earlier. I was talking about how I didn't listen to country. I listened to Americana. Yeah. So I'm at Willie's 4th of July picnic, and Pat Green was playing, and a bunch of people were playing. That's why I was there. And then, of course, Willie comes on with Lucille. And that's right. That's a guitar, right? Lucille?
No, that's B.B. King.
It's, yeah.
What's her name? Oh, shit.
Yeah, it is.
She's got a.
What is this? You keep talking. I'm going to look
all
it up.
Right.
I should have
so
this off
he got up there. Yeah, this is bad. We're gonna edit this out.
That's not the right name. But
Mixmaster Craig, cue the 45-minute mark. So anyway, but Willie comes on, and I look over at Shane. I'm like, man, this jams. This is great.
Trigger. Sorry. Yep. Go ahead.
And that thing is worn. That thing is worn down to the nub, man.
Yeah. So I was like, man, this is great. And I look over Shane, and she goes, okay, so this is country. Like, there's no doubt. It's Willie Nelson. Like, he's Mr. Country. And I was like, she's like, you got to admit it now. So I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to my first concert that I don't have any idea that I went to it, but I'm told that was my first show was in Gillies, 3 years old. Mom and Dad drug me to Gillies and at 3, and I got to see Willie. So I'm told that's my first show. I wasn't there, but there's music, whatever you call that, poster from that night.
I feel like there are other people who have gone to see Willie Nelson for their first show and don't remember being there either, Craig. I just have that feeling.
Different reasons.
Might not have been 3.
Different
Might not have
reasons.
been 3 years old.
Right.
I saw him last year at Riverbend with John Mellencamp, formerly John Cougar Mellencamp, and Bob Dylan.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It was
big.
like 5 hours of music. Yeah, it was awesome.
I've gotten to meet him. I got to meet him twice now. That was extremely lucky, but that
Bob Dylan?
was badass. Willie, not Bob Dylan. He could have been there, but I was paying attention
Cougar?
to Willie. I've seen John Cougar multiple times. Like I feel like I'm at all these shows, and I'm not trying to upset no listeners' feelings. But
We don't care about your feelings.
I've gone to so many Dave Matthews Band shows that I could give a damn about DMB, and I'm there for like Dave's got like 6 songs and they all sound the same to me, and so like, but I'm there for Willie, and I'm there for John Cougar, and I'm there for all the people that are beforehand. But it works out great for me because as soon as he comes on, then I'm like, okay, people, catch y'all later, and then I get to beat all the traffic out. So sorry.
I don't know that I can tolerate for the DMV bashing because I'm kind of there, but I appreciate
like
John Cougar Mellencamp. Dude, that guy cranked out some hits in the 80s, man. And 90s.
Those three acts played, and I mean, I like Willie, but Bob Dylan played. I only knew, as much Bob Dylan as I think I know. He didn't play his popular stuff, so there were like 3 songs that he played that I knew, and then it was a bunch of other stuff, which is great for the people who are big fans of his. But John Mellencamp, I was singing the entire time, the whole time, and he opened. So it was like I'm up and I'm singing, everything's going crazy, and there's only half the crowd in there. And then Dylan played, and then Willie played last.
Oh,
and it was, Willie. I was singing along with Willie. I knew a lot more songs than I thought I did.
He's a poet.
That's because Shay Brown, Mr. Country.
That's right. Shay was there, man.
How was
Shay? Give us a what do you got in the New Day? You got a New Day, people.
I got a New Day.
You got
I got a New Day.
Who Day?
Yeah. Who They? So. This is an artist and the song that I'm going to talk about. I've talked before on here, and you guys know, but I've been sober for quite a while now. And this is an artist who actually Neil introduced me to on one of our baseball trips. Played this song. I was actually on the way back from St. Louis that year. I can't tell you what year that was, but anyway, several years back. But not this song. I found this song later. The song it's Jason Isbell. The song is "Cover Me Up." It is an emotional, just roller coaster of a song. Talks about his sobriety, talks about the pain, everything that he's done, and I guess not just about his sobriety, but actually about his alcoholism and just the painful stuff that he had been through with his wife at the time, and I guess now they're going through the divorce. But just tough.
Is that country or is that Americana?
Ooh, or folk. You could get into a bunch of different stuff, but I'm going country.
At this point, he's becoming an institution too. Like I think he's the best songwriter of our generation. He's incredible, and "Cover Me Up" is elite. And so there's a bit of a sequel to that, right? Because he put that song out, and you're right. It's a love song, but it's a love song with all the pain that she helped get him through.
Right.
And then now they're divorced. And so when we were talking about my favorite albums of the year, one of them was his solo album, and that's kind of his breakup album. And there is a lyric on one of the songs on that album, and it just says, "I'm sorry, the love songs all mean different things today." And imagine singing that on stage, like no one. It's I don't know. The guy does no wrong. He's great.
Yeah. You're saying it's not. You're saying that's not country, Red.
I don't know. Like folk? I give you folk.
Well, but he can rock too. I mean, he can play guitar.
The guy plays. Pearl Jam's my favorite band, and I think it's their sobriety that brought them together. But Mike McCready, guitarist for Pearl Jam, has played with Isbell on stage. They do Little Wing. They've been up, and hung out. That's about as rock as it gets.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's a great topic, though. Like, because I thought about that. Like, say you were, I'm sorry, there's so many bands from the 70s that were considered country, or sorry, that were considered rock, but now there's no place for them. Now it's now they're
The
yeah,
Southern
like
rock guys, like
yeah,
Splinter
like
Skinner,
Southern rock,
even the Heartbreakers, Tom Petty.
like Tom. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them that Marshall Tucker band, which I wouldn't consider Marshall Tucker country, but now they're country.
Yeah.
Because there is no genre for like classic.
Well, that's the
rock.
country. That's the country and
Yeah.
rock blend, right? That's the Buddy
Yeah.
Holly of the whole thing, right?
I
Like
thought,
just
I thought their whole
back to
genre
the
was
Texas
Southern rock.
piece.
Yeah, but like, and now that's limited. Now you got like Blackberry Smoke, and it's just not a whole lot. Like everything's got to be in like 3 genres. You got to, it's pop, it's they just don't. You don't have like this. I don't know. It's different nowadays. We're back.
Can we please put bro country and pop?
Yeah, well, that's that's kind of like, which I consider like Mexican food when I go to Chi-Chi's. Like when they say it's like, I was like, it's Chi-Chi's food. It's not Mexican food or Texas. Like okay, I'm or like okay, I'm good with that. But like that's what I'm like. If you call it bro country or you call it pop country, then I ain't mad at it. I'm like okay, at least but don't say you're country. You're pop. So not that I want to bash on other, on the pop country. So,
And if we could have bro country, we can have Southern rock.
Right, but they don't do that no more. Now it's
Oh, there's a plenty of Southern rock.
That's why we got to call it Americana now. Like we have to say, well, I don't know. So, anyways,
I think they call it whatever they can in the algorithm to pick up streams.
You're right.
Well, it's a hashtag jam. I love that song. I'm just going to leave it at that for the algorithm.
Jam.
Cover Me Up is a badass song. So that's where I'm at.
Just to reiterate, though, we are not driving around the 4 of us on road trips jamming Cover Me Up.
No, I don't even remember what song it was, but Jason Isbell stayed in my head, and actually I started following him on social media.
He's a badass.
Fell in love with him on social media for standing up for people and just using his voice for our politics do align. So I mean, it's a lot of stuff there. And I had the opportunity to meet him at Bourbon and Beyond a couple years back. Literally just walked right into him backstage and just literally walked right face to face, and then I think I said hi. And just moved, and I was like, I don't get starstruck. Hi. I was starstruck. It was
hi,
Shay.
Hi, Mr. Jason. Hi, nice to talk to you, sir. Hi,
Mr. Jason. My name is Shay, and I moved on, and then got to see him later, and just happened to get to see him out when Pearl Jam was playing, and he was watching, and we just happened to be in the same
whatever his genre is. He's badass.
He is absolutely
badass.
Heard truth,
no doubt. Wilding, we got like a little bit of time on the clock, and we got to give you your time. So let's let you go, brother. Let's go, because that way Red and I can adjust for whatever we need on the clock.
I'll cut the story and get right to the dude. I'm going to talk about a song by the name of Ian No. And he is one of the best songwriters out of Kentucky.
What state is that guy from?
I believe he's from the Bluegrass State,
Kentucky. There you go.
And so he's got 2 albums out. I think he's working on a 3rd. Maybe even has it in the can, ready to go. But I'm going to talk about a song from his debut album called "Between the Country," and it's an album produced by Dave Cobb, who also produced Southeastern. Produced Metamodern, produced Stapleton's debut, produced Purgatory. Like he's produced the albums that go on the Mount Rushmore. But the song I could pick, there is like they talk about albums that are no skips. I think Ian No's entire catalog is no skips. I mean, he's that good. We talked about Sherm. You talked about Bob Dylan earlier. Like he's got a Bob Dylan vibe to me. He's a dude, and he's a young guy, but he should be blowing up. That dude is.
He needs more than what has happened so far. But he's incredible.
So the song I'm going to talk about today, or add to the playlist, is a song called "If Today Doesn't Do Me In," and I like songs that even if they're a little sad, I like them to be people
break us down and make us cry on a
break
Tuesday.
Us cry, but also guys that have hope. right? And the tide of
Yeah.
hope.
Yeah, good
And so he's got a lyric in this. I'll read it quickly. He says, "And there's a feeling you get not far from despair that sometimes gets in on your mind. But if that's all you got, you still set the clock and get up with a reason to climb." It's like, don't matter how bad it is, buckle down, get up the next day, and go make something good happen. And it's an amazing song, and his voice is captivating, and that song is just one of the best I've heard.
Say it again. What's the song?
If Today Doesn't Do Me In.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Like,
Hey, I just want to reiterate. I know we need to reiterate, Red. Don't be mad. I'm trying to make sure we get focused. This is a heartfelt moment, Red. I feel like
what don't kill you makes you stronger, man. Let's go,
man. Let's go. Hey, so that leads me to a little segue. So out of Kentucky, let me throw out some. I'm just going to be a quick list: Loretta Lynn, Bill Monroe, Sturgill Simpson, Patty Loveless, Tyler Childers, Chris Stapleton, Crystal Gale, Dwight Yoakam, Keith Whitley, Little Ricky Skaggs, Billy Ray Cyrus, J.D. Crowe, The Judds, Tom T. Hall, John Michael Montgomery, our boy Ian Noe, who was just talked about, Kentucky Headhunters, and Montgomery Gentry. There's multiple more that I'm missing here, but that's just a quick list of artists that I could think of earlier. So,
Cotton,
a lot of talent.
You talked about that. There's actually the Country Music Highway in Eastern Kentucky that rolls through. It's the scenic highway or whatever they put the sign up. But it's seven counties, and there are many of the folks that you just named coming through grew up right at those 7 counties. They're right there, and they're right off of the highway. So anyway, it's a US 23 is the spot there. But yeah.
Bill Monroe, Ricky Skaggs, that's Keith Whitley. That's crazy talent. That's not talking about the new kids.
You didn't even talk about Chris Knight, which I think is he's a legend. I actually saw him open for Jason Isbell.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Check him out.
All right,
nice.
Well, I'll stay, and then we'll let Red wrap us up. Being that he got to mic drop the front end, we'll let him mic drop the back end too. But I'm going with the Kentucky dude too. I'm going with Sturgill. If any of you Southern Hang listeners haven't listened to an episode yet, I have a partial issue with Sturgill and like to talk about him frequently. But the song I chose was "Life Ain't Fair and the World Is Mean." And so they compare him to Waylon all the time and talk about his voice and him being an outlaw. And in that song, I love it because he says the most outlaw thing I've ever done is give a good woman a ring. And I think that's the coolest thing ever. Like, he's like, hey, I got a badass chick that agreed to be my partner. And that's the most outlaw thing I've ever done. So that lyric is my favorite. And Sturgill my guy. And I'm
is that off his debut album, correct?
That is off of Meta Modern. That is not.
No, it's off.
No, you're right. It is off High Top Down. You're right. Yep.
Is he your Michael B. Jordan?
Is
you got a little man crush on him?
Man, I've got issues. He's such a cool cat. That is such a cool dude, and I just love how he is an artist, and he doesn't bend to the Nashville, Mecca or the gotta be this sound. He's like, F you, I'm doing psychedelic rock this album. Now I'm doing bluegrass. Like, he just does what he wants, and
now I'm doing 80s ZZ Top rock.
Yeah, you're like, God dang, this is freaking great. Like, every time he's freaking great. So yeah, coming to Bourbon and Beyond soon, and I'm hoping to get to see him there again. That'll be, I don't know,
September 13th.
Yeah, 6th.
Oh, that'll be
6th or 7th time that I've seen him. No, 6th or 7th time that I've seen him. September 13th is correct. I think I've seen him.
Don't go change the date. Don't go change the dates of the concert, Shay.
I think our boy Asa Daniels and Gooseberry opening up for him, right?
They're opening up.
Yeah. Opening up for Sturgill.
He goes first.
Asa Daniels and Gooseberry.
That's it. Yeah. That's it. I'm excited for that. They'll play that DB Cooper. Come on, Asa. We need you to play DB Cooper.
Don't get Red mad. Don't get Red mad.
Red, you missed it. Oh, it was nice. We're waiting. We got to see it.
I've been weary.
Can't
I've
wait.
been woolly and weary.
Red, bring us back. Bring us back into the
Yeah.
to your episode.
So,
I'm sorry, into your pick.
well, I almost think there's a little bit of a theme for me. I started off the night with Dixieland Delight, and the opening lyrics there. Driving down the backwoods of a Tennessee byway, and we just talked about what'd you call it, Sherm? The country highway,
Music Country
music
Highway.
country highway.
Mm-hmm.
And the song I almost went with it was actually a cover of an old song, but it was Country Roads, and it's the version of you guys have talked about it before, Charles Wesley Godwin, his recording out there at Red Rocks. It is a jam, and I play it all the time, but I didn't think we could do a cover. So the guy that I want to pick here, he's actually getting ready to play out at Red Rocks, and apparently he likes his music a lot too, because the cost of the tickets are astronomical. So I'm not going to go. But at any rate, the guy that I chose is Zach Bryan, and the name of the song is "Hey Driver." It's
All right.
I don't know if you guys have heard it. It's a little bit of a little talk sing almost, right, where you kind of ease into it and then it builds up. And I referenced carpool karaoke earlier when I'm driving with Gunner or without, or just whoever's in the car. I start rocking it out. And
I think what you're doing here, Red, is you're going to drive up our social media feed, because I think anytime you mention Zach Bryan, his social media army goes nuts.
No,
yeah.
Well, maybe
he's got a
It's a good thing.
Let's go.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my pick.
There you go. I like Zach Bryan.
Solid.
Bryan. He's put out a bunch of stuff, and he's putting out a whole lot of shows here lately. So
the dude can crank out some music, and he just sold his catalog for like $350 million. So I think he's doing okay.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know this Red Rocks place, but I'm supposed to go to someplace in the next week and see Parker McCullum. I think it might be the same place. Oh, it is. I'm going to Red Rocks next week.
You're going to be so
I'm
happy.
Pumped. It'll be my first time out there. I'm so jacked. I fly out this next week for other stuff and work and whatnot. But it's not my fault that Parker McCullum happened to be timing it at the same time that I'm out there, and I get to scoop up Parker at Red Rocks.
Just dumb luck. Hey, it's open. It's open during the day though. Like you can go check. It's like a park.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, the venue's open, so like go check it out during the day. Take it all in, and then come back for the concert that night.
I'm jacked. I am jacked.
Should be.
And
I'm jacked for
it
you.
is dumb luck, but that's really probably the title of my life. Dumb luck. I get. I've gotten more shit than the average regular person should get, and get to bump into people, and I just randomly oh hey, hi, there's Willie. Oh yeah, that's great. Nice to meet you, sir. I've gotten to do some cool shit, and it's dumb luck is a great title.
Awesome.
Yep. Well, boys, I feel like we've done good, and I think we need to probably move on off this subject, unless anybody has a topic or an obvious thing that I did not bring up that we need to discuss on this show.
We are going to have pay attention to our social media. We are going to be doing a contest.
Thank you.
Dropping that out with lyrics, and we'll have that out to you. Just pay attention. It's Southern Hang Pod. We're on wherever you're on social. Wherever you're social, we're social. Instagram, X, Facebook, wherever you get, that's where we are too. So.
Including Red Rocks and Green Hall.
Yeah.
Wherever
That's
you're
right.
social, we're
What
social.
you need, we
We're
got
social. That's it. That's it. So join us. Come hang. That'll be that's the spot. But just watch our socials.
I'm gonna sign us out if it's okay with y'all with the greatest probably song, and not just in the country genre, just in all genres. The greatest song ever, 1975.
That's a great year.
From Glenn Campbell, where the hustle's the name of the game, and the nice guys get washed away like the snow in the rain. There's been a load of compromising on the road to our horizon, but we're gonna go where the light is shining on me like a rhinestone cowboy. It's the greatest. When I was 3, That was my jam. That was my jam when I was 3. So just letting y'all know, like, don't try to come over the top on Rhinestone Cowboy. That was the shit. At 3 years old in Houston, Texas, that was the stuff. So y'all
And
may
with
not.
that,
Yeah.
And with that, we are out of here.
We are out. We are out, Rhinestone Cowboys. Y'all be good.
Peace out.
Thank you, folks.
Or be good at it. Later, guys.